Nein, jetzt hört man mich. Haha. Verstehe, verstehe. Und deswegen testet man. Schönen guten Tag alle miteinander. Und alle Zuschauer und Zuschauerinnen. Laut, sehr, sehr laut. So. Und Vollbitmodus und F11. Oh, ups. Starten. Genau, kann man ja nicht vergessen. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better of running away. However, I just sigh. Wie spricht man das aus? Also ausatmen so. Und I don't... Oh, keine Ahnung, was das heißt. In front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Ja, es wird passen. Hallo? Egal. So, jetzt ab. Sollte alles passen. Haha. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Nee, das war ich. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Adrian. Yeah, I called myself Adrian. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. Whatever you say. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Gutes Spieldesign, finde ich. Schaut euch das mal an. Dieses Schatten, das Gras. Also finde ich wirklich cool eigentlich. Die Häuser. Naja. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with our other students making their daily commute. By the way, Adrian, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any club. Oh, das war ich. Ach Gott. Ich sollte auf den Namen achten. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Ja, wäre ich in japanischen Schulen, würde ich auch gleich einen Club beitreten. Ich meine, wer braucht denn Leute, mit denen man irgendwas machen kann? Und wenn man Freunde hat, mit denen man sich zu Hause trifft, und dann, keine Ahnung, was weiß ich. Ich will doch nicht ein Club sein. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfect content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Same, dude. Same. I was talking about how worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Kann ich... Nee, geht nicht, okay. Ich wollte schauen, ob ich es auf Deutsch stellen kann für alle deutschen Zuschauer, die ich habe, aber... No promises, though. Gleich da. So, good. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! Ganz süß, finde ich, ja. Was ist das? Ist es Fisch? Haut da? Keine Ahnung, Schuppen? Schaut ein bisschen aus wie Schuppen. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I've even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything said over her head. Bah. Deutsche Sprache, schwere Sprache. Etwas für Englisch. Englische Sprache, schwere Sprache. The school date is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Nur als Test ganz kurz. Nö. Okay, passt. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Ja, das wäre ich. Ich würde immer noch keinen Club beitreten. Folgt mir übrigens auf Twitter, ich habe einen neuen Twitter-Account gemacht und da werden dann all meine Benachrichtigungen rausgehen, wann ich live sein werde. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Same. Hello, Sayori. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Huh, okay. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Sehr viel Dialog übrigens. Sehr, sehr viel Dialog. Ich habe das Spiel noch nie gespielt, ich weiß nicht, was auf uns zukommt. Aber, wie der Titel schon sagt, dieses Spiel soll gruselig sein? Also, no what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Ich finde mich jetzt schon sympathisch. Sorry? Mini. Oder wie die Japaner sagen würden. Baka. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed to the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Das erinnert mich an was. Der Vizepräsident, hat der seine Premium-Nachricht bekommen? Ja, gut, ich hab's ihm geschrieben. Since she was the first one to show interest after... Ja, was auch immer. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? But sehr viel Dialog. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Was lernt man aus der Geschichte? Ja, macht keine Versprechen, die man nicht einhalten kann. Auf jeden Fall. Hallo? Der Stream lädt mich auf meinem Gerät. Denke ich. Ah doch, lädt. Okay, passt. Ich war noch. Stimmt, ich bin ja. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or is she so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a lot sigh. Fine. I stopped by for a cupcake. Okay? Yay! Let's go! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yes? I dejectedly followed Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Boah, hätte ich eine Facecam, hätte ich das voll gut nachgemacht. Everyone, the new member is here. Kia? I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literatur Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Adrian. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Meine Freundin ist süßer. Spoiler alert. Ja, ich habe eine Freundin. It's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Okay, sie ist mir ziemlich unsympathisch. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Moin Eva, danke fürs Einschalten. Freut mich. Wir sind schon mitten im Geschehen, also kurze Zusammenfassung. Meine beste Freundin wollte, dass ich einen Club beitrete und kurze Zusammenfassung, meine beste Freundin wollte, dass ich einen Club beitrete. Das soll anscheinend ein psychologisches Horrorspiel sein. Bisher habe ich noch nichts davon mitbekommen. Leute mit Depressionen soll dieses Spiel anscheinend nicht spielen, haben wir eine Warnung bekommen. Also auf jeden Fall, ja, und sie hat mich überredet, jetzt diesen Club anzuschauen, was auch immer. Das ist der Literaturclub. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Das ist unsere beste Freundin, Sayuri. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear. Entschuldigung. You can just ignore her, she gets all moody. Moody. Hallo. Das ist meine Mutter. anscheinend lädt's alles nicht. Okay, kurz unter... Oh Gott, das ganze Spiel ist, fuck. Wieso gibt mir keiner Bescheid? Man sieht nichts. Wieso sieht man da nichts? Be right back. Ich muss das ganze Spiel jetzt neu laden. Dankeschön. Load Game. History. Ja. Warum gibt mir keiner Bescheid? Okay, save erstmal, empty slot da. Wait, settings, Musik. Okay. Ich hoffe, es geht jetzt. Ich warte jetzt nur kurz, bis es bei mir auf der Switch lädt, dass ich sehen kann. Weil anscheinend, ich muss wieder vorspulen, weil, scheiße. Load, das hier. Ja. Okay, man sieht's. Super. So. Sayuri. Die beste Freundin. Dann das Mädchen, das mich angepumpt hat, dass ich ein Junge bin. Und das Mädchen, das sich nett vorgestellt hat. Nee, das ist nicht das Mädchen. Doch, das ist das Mädchen, das sich nett vorgestellt hat. Egal, das soll anscheinend ein Horrorspiel sein. This is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet both of you. Das bin jetzt wieder ich. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? This is Monika? Huh, cool. That's right. It's great to see you again, Adrian. Monika smiles sweetly. Was will die von mir? Ich kenne die nicht. Hilfe. We don't know. Hallo? Ich glaube, ich habe das Spiel kaputt gemacht. Ah, ne. Da. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but it's in the same class last year. Oh, okay. Ja, funktioniert alles. Okay, basically completely out of my league. Okay. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monika. Das ist, sag ich mal wieder. Come sit down, Adrian. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Cool. So sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Tee. Oh, ich könnte auch Tee. Mama, falls du zuschaust, ich will einen Tee. Dankeschön. Meine Mutter war vorhin da, um mir Bescheid zu geben, dass man den Bildschirm nicht gescheit sieht. Das war sehr nett von ihr. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and you, when you walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready to rumble? Nein, Spaß. Ja. Tada! Oh, wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Ooh, ich will sehen, darf ich sehen? The whiskers are drawn with icing and a little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Kawaii. Wird das so Horror sein? Ich bin ohne irgendwas reingegangen. Ich habe es noch nie gesehen. Ich habe nur den Review durchgelesen auf Steam, als es mir vorgeschlagen wird. Übrigens gratis. Ja. Cool. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Warte mal. Der hat diesen kleinen Zahn hier. Diesen Katzenzahn. Cat fang or whatever. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. Okay, warte. It's delicious. So, das war die letzte Nuss. Mehr kann ich dann nicht machen. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Bin ich der Einzige, der das macht? So. Brezen, Obst, Gemüse, Brot. Halt irgendwas Essbares, das man in die Hand nehmen kann. Dass ich das so lange drehe, bis ich den perfekten Winkel nehme, um reinzubeißen. Also ich nehme nicht irgendeine Stelle und beiß rein, sondern ich schaue nach dem perfekten Platz zum reinbeißen. Bei Brezen weiß ich es immer, ich tue immer unten die eine dickere Seite da immer da reinbeißen. Aber ja, mache ich auch viel. Könnt ihr mal gerne in den Chat schreiben, würde mich interessieren. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Okay, jetzt habe ich Hunger und jetzt habe ich Durst. Oh Gott, bin gleich wieder da. Hallo und oh, Phoenix hat geschrieben, mache ich auch so. Also Ivasa Bloodless. Folgt mal alles sein Kanal. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass er auch bald anfangen wird zu streamen und Videos hochzuladen. Beziehungsweise Videos lädt er schon hoch. Minecraft Let's Play mit Mods und was auch immer. Wir sind sozusagen Partner, würde ich sagen. Partner und Kumpels, Freunde, was auch immer. Er ist außerdem mein Sitznachbar in der Schule. Ich gehe ihn ziemlich auf die Nerven. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Boah, ich hab Bock auf einen Muffin. Thank you, Natsuki. What the f... Was habe ich gemacht? Hallo? Gleich, warten. Ganz kurz. Okay, cool. Läuft. Ja, ich habe auf F gedrückt und der ganze Bildschirm hat sich geschlossen, was ich komisch fand. Aber Finde ich cool, dass du es auch machst. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Ehe ich ein guter Flügelmacher, mach die fertig, weil ich nicht mehr traust, jemanden anzusprechen. Sehr guter Flügelmann, ich bin super motivierend. I thought you technically did. Sari said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you! Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Warum sind Mädchen so komisch? Das ist das Ding. Ich weiß nicht, ob man jemanden umbringen muss. Das ist komisch. Ich habe keine Ahnung über das Spiel. Ich gehe rein, ich habe die Description, da stand irgendwas mit Horror. Warte, ich kann es raussuchen im Internet nochmal. Wie heißt das Spiel? Doki Doki Visual Novel, Horror Computerspiel und Indie Game. Und das ist ab 18 übrigens. Also, ja, es ist gratis. Es ist sehr gratis. Ich habe kein Geld dafür, deswegen habe ich ja. Ich wollte heute eigentlich Ark spielen, aber ja. Es ist gratis, was mich sehr überrascht hat. Deswegen habe ich das gespielt. War interessant. Genau. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully gleich. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us a permission. Du willst es auch streamen? Geil! Ja, Nico will es auch streamen. Finde ich geil. Okay. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Wieso insulted? Bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass sie das nicht beleidigt war. Ich glaube, wie sie mit ihren Haaren rumspielt, glaube ich eher, dass sie... Wie sie... Das Gesicht ist... Okay. Ja, dass sie eher flustered, wie heißt das? Rot geworden ist, genau. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Ich glaube dir. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yokata, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. Ist sie eifersüchtig? So what made you consider the literature club? Ich kann dieses scheiß Wort nicht aussprechen. Da steht... Literaturclub. Ich kann es nicht aussprechen. Literature. Kannst du es aussprechen? Kann das irgendwer im Chat gerade aussprechen? Ich kann das nicht. Ich kann... Das ist wie ein Zungenbrecher. I like to read literature in literature club. Boah. Ich könnte einen perfekten Zungenbrecher draus machen. Egal. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri, Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sari seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the as president of the United States, it's my duty to make the country fun and exciting for everyone. So we have atom bombs. Nein, Spaß. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ahaha, well, you know... Viel Spaß beim Futtern. Schön, reiß mir schön unter die Nase, dass du was zum Essen haben kannst. Ich habe gerade zwar Abend gegessen und habe nicht wirklich Hunger, aber die Muffin-Beschreibungen haben... War das da hinten schon immer offen? Die Muffin-Beschreibungen haben mir echt Hunger gemacht. Ahaha, well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major... Politics. Ich hab's gesagt, dasselbe wie Amerika. Around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicly and now how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special about it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Halt die Händchen. Das haben sie auch über Donald Trump gesagt. Aber schien ja nicht wirklich zu funktionieren. Entschuldigung. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm... Finde ich... Ne, ich warte bis wir alle wieder da sind, bis ich das sag. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Das war sehr nah dran. Ich war sehr nah dran gerade. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that make that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Me! Nein, Spaß. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Ich hab's gesagt. Und ich werde es nie wieder sagen können. Literature. Ich hab's gesagt. Ich kann's nicht mehr sagen. So, Adrian, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, concerning how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, same dude, and fantasy novels. Save. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looked like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Same! The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on and clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I've walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Serial horror, was auch immer, is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Pff. What's Epi? Schönen guten Tag. Hast nichts verpasst eigentlich, nur dass wir darüber geredet haben, was für Bücher sie gerne liest. Monika, Yuri und keine Ahnung wie sie heißt, was sie gern liest, Fantasy Novels, und dann sind wir zu Horror gekommen. Sie liest gerne Horror, sie mag überhaupt keinen Horror und sie findet es komisch, dass sie Horror liebt, weil schaut sie mal an. Well, I just Natsuki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Das Gesichtsausdruck. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Nee, die würde es eher so sagen. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is to writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to have Natsuki feel comfortable wohl genug, ihre zu teilen. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea. Wie viel reden die? Wo bleibt der Horror? Egal. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all to get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Adrian? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with that. I never said that I would join this club. Sari may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. Oh. Beleidigt, erstaunt, traurig, beleidigt. Nee, traurig, erstaunt, traurig, beleidigt. Au, oder sauer. Ah. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Adrian... Haben die gerade alle ihre Schuhe ausgezogen oder warum sind die kleiner geworden? Die sind alle von hier darunter, von hier darunter, von hier darunter, von hier darunter. Sie haben einfach ihre Schuhe ausgezogen. You are... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Na, kann man drüber streiten. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Was auch immer. One by one the girls' eyes light. Und jetzt haben sie ihre Schuhe wieder angezogen. Ja, und sie ist gesprungen. I'm so happy. Sari wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Wie kann eigentlich sein, dass ihr Minirock so lang nach oben hält, genauso wie ihre Haare? Man wird doch meinen, dass die nach unten fallen oder so. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Adrian, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Ehe? Warum sagen die ganze Zeit ehe? Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Adrian, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sari and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for its clubs. Sure, might as well. Might as well. Yay! Und wieder zu Hause. The whole way with that, the two of us depart to the club room and make our way home. Phoenix, ich habe keine Ahnung, wann das Blut für die Katakomben des Todes kommt. Wirklich. Ich kenne das Spiel auch gar nicht. Sari, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literary club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Die Musik im Hintergrund die ganze Zeit. Die kommt mir so bekannt vor, aber ich habe die... Das ist das erste eine Musik, die ich nehmen würde, wenn ich so irgendeinen Just Talk Stream mache oder so. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh god. Save. Empty slots. Okay. Return. Philosophy. Starscape.
Eternity. Crimson. Wieso willst du Menschen leiden sehen? Was ist los mit dir? Fantasy. Oh, shit. Sensation. Ich versuche mal nur sie so hinzukriegen hier. Peaceful. Oh. Extraordinary. Daydream. Wow. Fuck. Graveyard. Ha, dachte ich mir. Death. Was? Wirklich? Rainbow? Was? Soll ich ausprobieren? Warum sie? Imagination. Haven't sent. Das Wort kenne ich nicht, also sie. Determination auch sie. Horror auch sie. Und dann. Tja, einmal wollte ich sie noch hinkriegen. Und dann. Waterfall. Oh, zweimal habe ich sie hingekriegt. Hi again, Adrian. So, das tue ich hierhin. Das ist jetzt ein Weg. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. Always the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Adrian. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in Literature Club when you're not acclimated to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then we won't then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Adrian always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with his busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Whoa. Sorry, that's because your room is messy. Is so messy, it's distracting. Ich kann nicht mehr lesen, ich soll etwas trinken. Mein Mund vertrocknet. Super, meine Batterie von der Switch ist... Nichts will so laufen, wie ich es möchte gerade. Aua. Komm schon, komm schon, komm schon, komm schon. Hallo? So, da, so, und dann so. Is that so? Kenne ich irgendwo her. Mein Zimmer ist auch so. Nein, Spaß, mein Zimmer ist... Ich hab's heute tatsächlich aufgeräumt. Mir war langweilig. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Adrian can become good friends too? Sorry. As usually, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sari? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Wieso Outlast? Ich mach jetzt nicht Outlast. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means to rescue the situation. Outlast, die Anime Edition. Das kann sein. Ich weiß nicht, was das ist, ganz ehrlich.
Aber ich glaube, ich werde mehrere Playthroughs machen auf jeden Fall, weil es scheint mehrere Wege zu geben, irgendwas zu machen. Scheinbar. I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I want to make a big deal if you don't want to be. Alright, well, here. You reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even though if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want it. Body, it steht voll auf ihn. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Da kenne ich noch so eine. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Hat er nicht vorhin, also habe ich nicht vorhin gesagt zu mir selber so, ich bin nicht sicher, ob ich genauso enthusiastisch sein kann wie sie mit Literatur. Und dann jetzt. Phew, well, you can read it at your own place. Danke. Das hat sich mehr nach einem Befehl angehört wie eine Aussage, aber wie viel haben wir jetzt? Cool, 1,5 Stunden noch. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover on her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. What? Ja, keine Ahnung was. Entschuldigung. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Wo ist das Buch? I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Keine Ahnung, was passiert, wenn du mich jetzt anrufst. Vielleicht geht der Horror los, vielleicht auch nicht. Wer weiß. Ich will auch Horror. Es hieß Horror. Ich hatte Lust auf... Also es macht Spaß. Es macht Spaß, es zu lesen und mit euch ein bisschen hier zu chatten. Aber nicht wirklich das. Also ich meine, der Titel, den ich mir ausgesucht habe für dieses Video, der passt perfekt. This game is supposed to be disturbing. Ich sehe nichts. Das ist... I wanted to read some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad you're here. Once it starts to pick up, you might have hard time. So, da sie nicht sagen, was für ein Buch das ist, gehe ich mal davon aus, dass es 50 Shades of Grey ist. Ich habe selber nicht gelesen, aber ich weiß, dass meine Mutter das gelesen hat. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Marco. Ah, es ist ein russisches Buch. There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. Was für Faker? Was meinst du mit Faker? Das musst du mir jetzt erklären. Was meinst du mit Faker? But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment person. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Theoretisch könntest du das, ja. 4 Zuschauer gerade aktiv. Wow, danke fürs Einschalten. Wow. No matter what she does. Achso, stimmt, das habe ich ja vorhin angesagt, als du weg warst. Ich habe jetzt einen Twitter-Account, wo meine Benachrichtigungen rausgehen werden für meine Livestreams. No matter what she does, she ends up, und ich werde ein paar Sachen tweeten, she ends up to destroy most of her relationships and her life, blah 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 blah. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark came from out of nowhere. Ah, Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Adrian? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reckless on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related the protagonist, they are made out of to be the naive one for letting their one-side morals interfere with the villain plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Wieso spielt ihr eigentlich immer so mit ihren Haaren? Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. Ich frag mich wirklich, ob ich mit einem anderen Charakter mich unterhalten hätte jetzt heute, hätte ich ein anderes Gedicht gelesen, also geschrieben. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Was passiert? Theoretisch gesehen sollte ich dann mit dieser Aussage sagen auf Twitter, dass es 2 Geschlechter gibt. Oder? Sollte ich sagen. Ich sollte sagen. Weil wenn ich auf Twitter sage, dass es nur 2 Geschlechter gibt, dann kriege ich Aufmerksamkeit. Und so funktioniert ein viraler Post. Sagen wir, ich poste einen Link zu meinem YouTube-Kanal auf Twitter. Aber mit der Überschrift, es gibt nur 2 Geschlechter. Dann kriege ich ganz viele Hate-Kommentare auf diesen Twitter-Dingsens. Und dann wird kriegt er mehr Aufrufe, mehr Nachrichten, mehr was auch immer. Und dann denkt sich der Algorithmus, also der scheint viele Nachrichten zu kriegen, der muss wirklich beliebt sein. Dann kommt er auf mehr Pages von mehr Leuten und dann kriegen mehr Leute meinen YouTube-Kanal zu sehen und so wird man Fame. Ich habe das System gedribbelt. The least I can do is listen. Tut mir leid, Thema abgewechselt. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I submit to the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry? It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. So, was ich jetzt daraus verstehe jetzt, hätte ich bei diesem Gedicht, das ich schreiben musste, nicht, nicht nur negative Aufmerksamkeit, weil es gibt bestimmt Leute, die mir zustimmen würden dann. Weißt du, was ich meine? So funktionieren übrigens alle Algorithmen. Sagen wir, es kommt ein neues iPhone raus, das 2000 Euro kostet. Und du sagst, ja, neues iPhone, das und das kostet 6000 Euro. Dann kriegst du ganz viele Kommentare, so, nein, das kostet 2000 Euro, nicht 6000 Euro. Nicht 2000. Nicht 6000, es kostet 2000. Und dann geht dieser Post halt viral und was auch immer. Und dann, ja, also egal mit was für einer falschen Aussage, so geht's viral. Dann kommt so ein Kuchen-TV und nimmt dich auseinander. Das will ich sehen. Boah, Kuchen-TV, das wäre auch. Ja, auf jeden Fall. Hätte ich ein anderes Gedicht geschrieben, denke ich, dass dann eine andere Situation so ausgespielt hätte. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe it's a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in a corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Wie sie rot wird. Das erinnert mich an jemanden. Here, this would work right. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. That hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm. On the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Mickey Mouse. Wow. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready to rumble? And then, to turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Is this romance? Ich dachte, das ist Horror und keine Romance. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Nicht Bekanntenkreis, nicht mein Bekanntenkreis, also Bekanntenkreis schon, du weißt ganz genau, wen ich meist tu nicht auf doof. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimidated exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, Ja, meine Freundin. Meine Güte, echt, du bist echt auf den Kopf gefallen manchmal. Immer noch Mickey Mouse hier hinten. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Ist ein solch Ritt seit einer Stunde oder so mit diesem Mädchen hier. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Adrian, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that, but wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything, sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that's kind of cute. Was ist mit dir und deinem... Ich lese vor. Und bis dato wurde noch keiner erschossen, erstochen oder ein Geist kam aus der Toilette. Nee, natürlich kommt kein Geist aus der Toilette, das ist... Aber sagen wir mal so. Es passiert kein Horror gerade. Und umso mehr ich mich auf die Charaktere einlasse, wenn ganz plötzlich Horror passieren sollte, dann wären wir alle richtig nicht darauf vorbereitet. Aber die Verbindung heute scheint gut zu sein, denke ich, oder? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about the time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Ja, schon, aber nicht in dem Spiel wird kein Geist aus der Toilette kommen. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Okay, Verbindung ist top. Find ich gut. It's fine. You releases his hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I do the same. I do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much preference either way. Oh fuck, ich habe vergessen vorzulesen. Entschuldigung. I guess I don't have too much preference either way. In that case, I read more tonight. It will be more fun to read with you if it picks up, you know. Wait, was war das für eine Nachricht? Was war das für eine Nachricht? Es hat gerade gebiepst. Aber egal. Jetzt warten wir kurz. Also es war nicht die Verbindung, das ist gut, weil manchmal piepst meine Verbindungsnachricht so ein bisschen. In that case, feel free to finish finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make mental note of where I left off the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find too much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you just find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sari and Monica enthusiastically put up their poems. Sari is only regular sheet of a loose leaf, torn from a spiritual notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's precise handwriting from where I sit. Asking Yuri with a copy as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Yuri! Es geht auch um den Literaturclub, Nico. ist egal. Also, da ich dieses Gedicht an Juri persönlich geschrieben habe, ist so Fahrstuhlmusik. Aber ich habe ja das Gedicht an Juri, also ich wollte die Charaktere nacheinander, deswegen mehrere Playthroughs. Deswegen erstmal hier Juri, weil habt ihr hier unten gesehen, da ist sie ja die ganze Zeit hochgesprungen, weil es ihr gefallen hat. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem and notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really... Juri, mein russischer Freund. Es ist immer... Wieso heißt sie überhaupt lesbisch? Welche Eltern dachten sie so, ich nenne jetzt meine Tochter lesbisch? Egal. You really did... Also, für Kontext, Yuri heißt lesbisch auf Japanisch und Yaoi heißt schwul auf Japanisch. Phoenix sagt immer, Yuri, mein russischer Freund, daraufhin sage ich immer, Yuri heißt lesbisch, obwohl ich das immer sage. Und jetzt fällt mir erst auf, dass sie auch Yuri heißt. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Huh? Well, I know that. I just, meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traced her finger along the words in the poem as this was breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize as the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and... Stammering? Was ist das für ein Wort? In America, you watch TV, in Soviet Russia, TV watches you. Geil. Warte mal. Dafür muss ich kurz was machen. Bin gleich wieder da. So, und die Farbe. gleich. So. Und es läuft wieder. Gut, passt. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. So, wenn man nach oben rechts schaut, dann seht ihr den Spruch des Tages. Wenn jemand einen anderen Spruch hat, einen besseren, dann gerne rein und wird er ausgetauscht, falls er besser sein sollte. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? But please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate breath and amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to replace by thickening blue-green lie of the future. Bath calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Wow. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Ich hab's auch nicht gedacht, aber es war Mai. Ja, der Spruch des Tages. Hast ja schön verdient. Mies, auf meinem Selbsthilfe-Account hat mir jemand geschrieben. Egal. Kann ich ja später antworten. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's relief. Also, I like the poem, even though... Wir reden doch nicht mal über Bücher, wir reden über Gedichte. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Ich hätte Horror nicht erwähnen sollen am Anfang, oder? Jetzt bist du die ganze Zeit darauf aus, du bist jetzt die ganze Zeit auf Horror aus und ja. Are you into Ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Adrian. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in the world. Ich flirte überhaupt nicht mit ihr. Ich flirte nicht mit... Nein, nein, ich flirte nicht mit ihr. Mein Charakter flirtet mit ihr. Wieso hat der Name sich von grün auf orange gefärbt? Egal. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and expressions in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Sie flirtet mit mir übrigens, also... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Wie sie mich anschaut. Yeah, of course. Würde es einen echten Mensch geben, der die Augen auf der rechten Seite hat von dem Schädel? Das würde so gruselig. Good. Genau. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm glad to keep... Warum ist das so viel Dialog? I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Adrian. Ah, me too. So, welchen der drei? Nein, eben nicht. Clubs. Aber Iva, wenn du schon mal da bist, such dir mal einer von den drei aus. Mama wartet mit dem Essen, Juri. Natsuki, also Saori, Kindheitsfreundin Natsuki, diese eine, It's not like I like her or anything. Mädchen. Monika, also die Clubführerin. Hi Adrian, having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Same. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Adrian. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we always learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Adrian. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when you put in some effort. Aha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. Ey, selber schuld. Du hast Monika gesagt. Well, I guess it worked anyway. Warte mal, hast du Clubführerin gesagt? Warum sagst du Clubführerin? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sari, who likes using simple and distinct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that like that effectively. Es geht von vorne. Ich weiß nicht wo, wie, was. Aber wird's nicht kalt, wenn da hinten die ganze Zeit die Tür offen steht? Würde man meinen, denke ich. both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze. Meine Zunge ist ganz taub von so viel reden. Or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I assume Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her levels yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. So, wäre er jetzt nicht in dem Club, würde er wahrscheinlich zu Hause sitzen und hätte er schon. Stimmt, Heizung müssen die nicht bezahlen. Aber das Ding ist, ich sehe keine Heizungen. Hier sind keine Heizungen an der Seite. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles. Well, but I always help you find what suits you the most. Yeah. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Da stand so, während dran so, ja, bei diesem Gedicht, wenn du das Richtige schreibst, dann tust du vielleicht jemanden beeindrucken von diesen Mädels. Und dann sagt die so, genau, das ist der physiologische Horror, die unendlichen Dialoge. Oh Mann. Ja, ich will dein Gedicht lesen. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall, it couldn't have been me. The direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with the permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Ah. So, what do you think? Aber ich find's komisch, dass sie den Dialog vorgeben und nicht aussuchen ein bisschen. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on a time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. That was the inspiration behind this one. Ah. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. But I could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets so fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get just a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Phoenix, du kannst das lernen, also Eva. Ich muss mir das so umgewöhnen. Ich habe die früher so oft Phoenix genannt. Ja. Übrigens, wann wolltest du mir sagen, dass Kattegat aus Vikings ist und dir nicht selber ausgedacht? Willst du mich verarschen? Ich dachte, Kattegat von unserer Arc-Map ist ausgedacht, aber du hast es einfach geklaut. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sorry, Natsuki. Sorry, beste Freundin, Natsuki, die die Muffins gebacken hat. Während du dir das aussuchst, oder ihr, gehe ich mir was zum Trinken holen. Exakt, ich muss noch mit 2 weiteren reden. Bin gleich da. Egal. This is a good poem, Adrian. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good, but am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it depressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. I'm sure it reminds me of how you really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Ist halt so. Also die, was auch immer. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Just like I said before, Adrian. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sairi. I'm not sure if Sairi sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Entschuldigung. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Wow, ich glaube, das ist das Beste, was die geschrieben haben bis jetzt. Ich fand das, glaube ich, am besten. Wow. Hier, das ist der einzigste Reim. Playday. Blue 2. Das hier. Das ist das Einzige, was sich reimt. Morning me, bad eyes. Play day, blue 2. Forever mad, breakfast. Tja, aber ich glaube, das war am besten bisher, meiner Meinung nach. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Tja. Hallo Phoenix, hallo Annika und hallo ich. Wir sind die einzigsten 3 Zuschauer. Danke fürs Einschalten. Bin gleich wieder da. Ich muss nur kurz antworten einer wichtigen Person. Wie, wo, was? Ne, alles gut. Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. Du bist hier? Annika ist hier und ich bin hier. Und ab und zu mal andere Leute. Aber ja. Ich schaue auf meiner Switch zu, dass ich den Chat sehen kann. Sie wird nicht in den Chat schreiben. Phoenix. Aber ich kann vielleicht in den Chat schreiben. Warte, gib mir einen Moment. Fuck, meine Maus ist runtergefallen. Gib mir einen Moment. Give me a moment. Aua. Aua. Denn eben Ivasa Bloodless ist hier. Meine Güte, echt. Ganz tragische Geschichte. Sehr, sehr tragisch. Umfrage erstellen. Gut. Hey. Danke fürs Einschalten, Just Adrian Plays. Wer kennt dich denn bitte? Ich sollte meinen Namen ändern. Ich sollte meinen Namen wirklich ändern, das ist ein Scheißname. Ich sollte das Just weglassen, nur Adrian Plays. Adrian Plays hört sich besser an als Just Adrian Plays. Oder GAP. Jap. Egal. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Und jetzt Natsuki. Mehr lesen, mehr Bücher. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad, it just didn't evoke any emotions, so basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Huh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Diese Emotionen, die in das reingedrückt wurden, oh mein Gott, der tiefe Gedanken darunter. Personen können es ausprobieren, people can try, oh Mann, und Adler können fliegen, oh, ich hätte das nicht gedacht, wirklich. Das ist erstaunlich, das ist echt gut geschrieben. Wow. Und Affen können klettern? Boah, ich dachte, sie schwimmen. Was? Wow. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I will like it? Well, because. Es fährt kein Rennen. Es rennt. Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Boah, meine Switch überhitzt voll. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on your wordplay, like I said for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it meant to be a pro. Sie denkt, sie ist ein Pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around in the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature. Du und bessere Gedichte schreiben. Pff, was für. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. Komm, schreib ein Gedicht. Wenn du ein Gedicht schreibst, dann mache ich das oben rechts in die Ecke. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As I read into them, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poems to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I wasn't trying to say something. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sari liked it, and Adrian did too. So based on that, I give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Adrian liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsu suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Ich lese jetzt eins vor. Roses are red, violets are blue, Valtteri, it's James, let Lewis though. Let Lewis though. Das macht Wilson. Da war ihr sogar besser. That's not what I, you're stands up as well. Maybe, sie steht auf, sie ist hier oben. Also wird von hier nach hier oben. Wenn sie aufsteht, bleibt sie auf derselben Höhe. Was für fertig gegessen. Maybe you're just jealous that Adrian appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Warum streiten die sich jetzt über mich? Ich habe eine Freundin, Mann. No. If I was full on myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do over cutesy. Is everyone okay? But sie ist wieder weg. Through. Well, you know what? Verschrieben. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Adrian started showing up. Jetzt wo sie sagt... Jetzt wo... Egal. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Adrian, she's just trying to have me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing more, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted no reason? Jetzt wird's Horror, die bringen sich gleich gegenseitig um, ich sag's dir. The meaning should jump out of the reason not to force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her. Schatz, nicht eifersüchtig sein, okay? Help me explain to her, Adrian. Ich hätte meinen Namen hier nicht hinsetzen müssen. Ich fühle mich hier ganz komisch in dieser Situation. Hätte Nico hinschreiben müssen. Wait! There's a reason we have so much deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most efficiently. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary with limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Ist jetzt so. Monika geht immer in den Hyperraum. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Adrian? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki, Yuri oder Help Me Sorry. Also ich meine, Yuri war immer nett zu uns und Natsuki im Yamai, aber ich glaube die neutralste Situation wäre Sayuri. Hilfe, ich weiß nicht, was ich nehmen soll. Das ist kein Dialog. Okay, Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you being so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take poems seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a serious talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Oh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. You apologize? Don't you think you should too? Ja, tut mir leid. Ich dachte, ich setze mich jetzt auf einer Seite und dann passiert ein Streit, aber was weiß ich. Natsuki clenches her fist. Wie jemand sieht. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point being difficult only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I spare you from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches a poem from the desk and storms out. On her way, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really did need to do that. I look across in the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly, hat jetzt rote Haare bekommen oder was? I watch her and sit in the desk and stare. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Adrian. You're too kind. I'm thankful you have, I'm thankful to have you as a part, of this club now. Meine Fresse. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I will never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Bald ist es soweit, meine lieben Freunde der Sonne. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? Was für Kind, du tust immer so demotivieren. Wer tut demotivieren? Was mache ich? Wer tut was? It was a lot of fun. Well, I like... Also kind. ich lese Kind. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Adrian, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with Time for Death. I was neat about talking about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we do the same thing for you tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of people's likes. With any luck, that means I can leads to a better job impressing those I want to impress. And not to myself with a newfound determination. Adrian, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehehe. Sari beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sari and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Ah yeah. Sorry about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them at all. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Adrian, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes it too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Saruhi still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Saruhi. I pat Saruhi on the shoulder. Wie so ein kleines Kind so. Pat, pat. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Saruhi as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Egal. Speichern. Da drauf. Jupp. Wow, ich habe so viele Speicherplätze. Ja, ja, sie wird bestimmt überfahren. So, Freunde der Sonne. Oder was auch immer Phoenix sagen würde in diesem Moment. Danke fürs Einschalten. Hoffentlich hat es euch gefallen. Ihr könnt gerne euch überlegen, auf wen unser Gedicht morgen beziehen soll. Da wir nicht morgen ist Montag, doch morgen Abend. Oder was für ein Spiel, was auch immer. Ich werde auf Twitter eine Umfrage machen, was für ein Spiel wir morgen Abend. Vielleicht kommt Horror noch. Horror sollte noch kommen, denke ich. Alles gut, Iva. Ich werde auf Twitter eine Umfrage machen, was für ein Spiel wir morgens spielen. Also schaut auf jeden Fall da mal vorbei. Auf jeden Fall. Danke fürs Einschalten, würde ich mal sagen. Und schaut auf jeden Fall auf Twitter vorbei. Bam, gleich. Gleich. Gleich ist es soweit. Das da, Copy. Hallo? So, jetzt hat. So. Und Transition. So. Könnte ich mal mit dem Bloodless. Stimmt. Ich könnte mal mit Bloodless streamen. Scheint ein fresher Typ zu sein, das stimmt schon. Auf jeden Fall. Danke fürs Einschalten. Freut mich. Wie gesagt, schaut auf Twitter vorbei. Umfrage wird kommen. Morgen Mittag, denke ich, oder so. Ja. Danke fürs Einschalten. Viel Spaß. Habt eine gute Nacht, schlaft schön. Wenn euch dieser Stream gefallen hat, auf jeden Fall Like da lassen, würde ich mal sagen. Und gut. Tschüss. Bis dann. Ciao.